Listen, this video is here to help you. I want you to succeed in life. I want everything that happens to you to be positive. It's because it's beneficial for you, your surroundings, and everyone that you love. And if you win, I win. So now that we have everything clear, hopefully you stay by the end of the video. My hope is to give you an actionable plan where you can execute starting today and change your whole life. Literally your whole life. I'm not even kidding. By mastering your mind, you can change everything and make everything positive. The reason so is because your life is a direct representation of your decision making. So if you change your decisions, you change your life. So how do we change our decisions? It's by changing our mindset, the way we think. If you change the way you think, you're gonna be extremely performant and make the right decisions at the right time for the right situations. First, let me tell you a quick story before we get started with our subject. It's just something that I remembered right now and I thought it was a good idea to share that with you guys. I think it was like 3 years ago. My cousin called me. She calls me on the phone and she was like, "Hey Haboub, I really need your help. Please look at my resume." I look at her resume. She's trying to apply to some jobs in Morocco. Back there is very few opportunities, unlike people who are here in America and Canada, in the West in general. You have so many opportunities that you don't even realize you have. Anyway, that's a tangent. So she calls me, she's crying. She's like, "Now I'm 40 years old and no one wants to hire me and there is no more jobs available for everyone. And what am I gonna do? Should I just give up and just stay home and try to hustle here and there?" And then I said, no, just stop, relax. You cannot be thinking like that. You cannot be thinking like a victim. Because right now, just think about it logically. Your mind tells you that your short-term happiness is better than your long-term happiness. But think about long-term. In 5 years, time is gonna pass by, right? You cannot stop time. You have no control over time. So 5 years, now you're 40, in 5 years you're gonna be 45. So if in 5 years, what type of person do you want to be? Do you want to be someone who has a job, who collected some money over the years, who's proud of themselves? Or do you want to be someone who gave up on their dreams and just decided to do some random hustles and not get in their career that they studied for and even have a master's degree for? I just told her, imagine the type of person you will be. So if you can imagine that, then take action to go there. So tell me, how many job applications did you send? I asked her. And then she's like, "Oh, I think I sent like 30 job applications." And I'm like, "Wait, really? And now you're crying about 30 job applications not answering you?" When I was applying for my first engineering job, I think I made a list and I even showed her the list. I applied to 197 jobs before getting 3 offers at the same time. Literally, imagine. 194 jobs, no answer. 197, I get 1 shot. How does it make sense? Life does not make sense. But if life does not make sense in that way, you can put the odds in your favor by acting with volume initially, and then you can focus on quality later. Volume, quality. So if you think you're doing enough, you're not doing enough. You need to 10x your input. For just doubling your output, you need to 10x your input. So the moment she realized that, she was crying and she was like, okay, I'm just gonna apply more. I'm like, no, you don't. Stop focusing on excellence right now. You're beginning. Excellence is for later. Optimization is for later. Just apply to any job that's in your field. Literally any job. She does that. 2 weeks later, she lands a job. Not just a job, an excellent job that's extremely close to home and that provides her with the ability to have some expendable income. I was genuinely happy for her. But if she stuck with that victim mindset, she would have never reached there. That's why, since the beginning of the video, I've been telling you guys, don't have a victim mindset. You can't. It's just gonna harm you. It's gonna harm your future self, and it harms the people you love. Because the victim mindset is something that is transferable. Your energy, people can sense it, and they can feel that you act like a victim, and they're gonna try to feel bad for you, which means you're gonna tend to be less lucky in life. It's just some divine energy or something like that. I know what I'm saying sounds crazy, but I'm dead serious. It's something that you attract. You attract what you give to the world. That's basically it. You have to become more ambitious than your excuses. It's the only way for you to thrive above and beyond your expectation. The power of the mind is extremely fascinating to me. For you to understand the mind, you need to understand that there is a distinct difference between rational thinking and emotional thinking. The two cannot coexist. I know you will try to find an excuse where the two can coexist, but they don't. They just don't. If you're making a rational decision, you're not making an emotional one. If you're making an emotional decision, you're not making a rational one. So the key in life for you to master your mindset, you have to be able to first read which type of emotion are you deciding on right now. And second, you have to define how to pick and choose which type of emotions you want to give out to the world. For example, this situation that's mathematical requires you a logical decision. But this situation, which is a family problem, requires you an emotional decision. You decide which one is best fit. Rational decisions tend to be way better than emotional decisions. But obviously there are some exceptions where emotions are absolutely required for you to connect with other people. So if you don't make that emotional decision, people will not be able to understand you. There is a term on the market for that. It's called stoic. Being stoic is essentially being able to control your emotions. Obviously, there is a deeper definition, which is being rational, being a virtuous man, or being someone who accepts what the world has given to it. You're basically desensitized by everything and you're just accepting what's happening to you. You're living in the present moment and you're doing your best to achieve excellence at your own pace. There is this one book that genuinely changed my life. It's called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. If you want to get yourself a copy, it's going to be in the description. You buy it from Amazon. I highly recommend it. Give it a read and you're gonna love how your life transforms drastically after you're done with understanding it. The book basically speaks about 6 main concepts. The concept of Stoicism is utilized to understand the second concept, which is self-discipline. If you're able to control your emotions, it means you're going to be self-disciplined and be able to take actions no matter the external circumstances of your world. So if something happens to you, no matter what happens to you, you're going to be able to act in a way that's in accordance of your general goal in life. Marcus also encourages us to be mindful, which means you have to be thinking and be careful in your way of reacting to life. By doing so, you're gonna utilize retrospection, because if you're retrospect, you're going to be overanalyzing the reactions of the world and then you're going to react accordingly to them. You need to think about what you're thinking, what you're feeling, why are you feeling things. Ask yourself why in everything and you're going to get answers that you will never expect. By doing so, we're gonna reach our 4th concept, which is the acceptance of fate. If you accept everything that's happening to you, you're never gonna feel like a victim. You're just gonna say, okay, life is just life. That's it. What can I do about it? I can't do anything. So I'm gonna just navigate and move day by day. And once I do that, what's gonna happen is that the compounding effect of my actions today will have a big impact on my actions of tomorrow. But it does not mean to forget the past. You have to learn from the past, obviously, but there is a fine line of how much the past matters and how much the future matters. What actually matters is today's actions, because they're the ones who are influenced by the past and the future. Because your future does not exist yet. It will only exist if your present actions are in accordance to your goals. If your present actions are not in accordance to your goals, your future is going to be completely different from your goals. If your present actions are in accordance with your goals, your future is going to be in correlation to your goals. So you decide what you think is beneficial for you. And finally, the last concept that's covered in the book is impermanence, which basically means that nothing is permanent. In 150 years, we're all going to be dead. If we're all going to be dead, then why do we matter in the first place? This idea and this concept means that nothing really matters. So if nothing matters, why stress over it? That's an idea that a lot of philosophers from long time ago used to utilize in order to understand life and make themselves have the proper state of mind for them to make decisions. Because if nothing matters and everything matters at the same time, you're going to be able to detach your emotions. It's not something that seems like the world is ending to you. So who cares? In 3 generations, people tend to forget who you are. So if you're going to be forgetted, then just do whatever you want. Do whatever you think is beneficial to you and the people that you love. Do whatever you think will change your life. Now that we understand all these concepts, the way to implement them in our lives is extremely easy. You have to focus on today's actions. If you focus on today's actions, your whole life will change, because life is a compounding reaction of your past decisions. So, starting today, if you want to get fit, make a plan on how to work out, make a plan on how to eat properly, and make a plan on when are you going to take actions for those things. If you want to have a better mindset, make a plan on what books to read, make a plan on when are you going to read them, make a plan on which people are going to be surrounding you to incentivize you to become a better version of yourself. Make plans that are applicable to your life, that will make you take the proper action for you to become a better version of yourself, because you definitely deserve it. You deserve to become a better version of yourself. You deserve to look in the mirror and say, I could not have done it better. I could not have. I am doing the best that I can and I'm succeeding in every aspect. And the thing is that life is extremely generous. God is extremely generous. Just do, take action, and He's going to give. Take action and you're going to receive. Work, and then focus on quality. Hopefully, now that you have a methodology and an iron mind, now you're going to be unbeatable. No one is going to be able to affect you, affect your emotions, or affect anything you do. And now you're ready to succeed in life. Don't forget to leave a like and comment down below. Please subscribe. Love you guys.